Hello once again, YouTube community. Well, if you haven't noticed, my videos are far from good. Actually, it's all a bunch of hopes and dreams from this everyday high school kid who shouldn't have access to the internet. Well, like everyone who enjoys video games, I always wanted to make them. I played games and always wondered, why does this game suck so bad? Why is this game so freaking awesome? The questions led me to lots of content that would pique my curiosity to the point of my epiphany. I would call myself an artist, and I always had an idea of maybe using that skill as a career forever, but I never knew how. So, enough of my boring backstory. I'm out of high school, graduated 2 years ago, and I'm unemployed again. So, I've been spending lots of time learning Blender, UDK, and a whole bunch of other game development shit. So, I've put all my critical thinking into one game, and I now possess somewhat of a skill and knowledge to hopefully make a full-fledged, or at least fully playable, featured game. I'm not going to give too many details, mostly because it's not set in concrete. What I mean is I started with this idea, but it made more sense to do it this way, and so on. I have a really good idea for the first level. I have simple little sketches and story details. I'm not trying to be this AAA developer or even an indie dev. I'm just trying something and putting my questions about why this game sucks or why it's so good and more into a game full of answers, but in a way that feels like a game, because it is one. Sound confusing? It should, and hopefully it still will when it releases. Yeah. Honestly, I don't dream big. Kinda. Actually, I do. Of course, everyone does. I always have that feeling in the back of my mind that maybe with enough word or money, advertisements, that I could make an internet success. I know it's not gonna happen. And if it does, woohoo, but no, it won't. I'm going into this knowing that, so I'm fully prepared for the response I get. I know some of you will play it out of curiosity, and I'm still deciding whether or not I'm going to make this game cost money or not. And if so, it will definitely not break $10. I should mention first off, I'm a huge game dev supporter. I hate corporate greed. It's like you already have millions, yet you milk the community for every possible dollar, regardless of your reputation and the community's feeling, aka Call of Duty. But that is another video entirely. All I'm saying is I'm part of the community and I support the community, so I'm not going to milk you until your udders bleed. Now, there are some, in fancy terms, alpha picks. Look at me, I sound like a developer. And basically, I'm doing a lot of things by myself. I honestly have to give it to the UDK YouTube community and the Unreal forums for basically teaching me everything. That's my go-to for all my questions. I guess I should mention that I haven't gone to a game design college yet, so yeah. Anyways, the game is level-based, very simple, Doom-like almost. Actually, Wolfenstein inspired me to make something with simple level design yet fun gameplay, so I bought it on Steam and played it a few hours worth and plan to beat it soon. Still haven't beaten it. The game is hopefully going to be called something along the lines of Console Wars, and it's going to somewhat satirize the stupid-ass console wars that are still, to this day, engulfing the internet with comment fights, people using information they found on Wikipedia as ammunition. You know what I'm talking about. Xbone sucks, PS4 systems cocks, am leet. You're a retard for buying Xbone, PS4 sum has shitty UI. You of all people know I could go on. I want this game to be 100% comedy. Like if there was a game genre like action adventure blah blah blah, mine would be comedy adventure, because it's going to be outrageous, silly, confusing, but I'm going to use a lot of exaggerated comedy and obvious comedy. Like for instance, my game's graphics will look mediocre. Not because I suck at modeling. Okay, don't judge me, but have you ever played a game and gone, wow, then a year later played the sequel and you're like, what changed? Yeah, me too, Call of Duty. Have you ever played a game where you could clearly notice the game could look better? Of course you have. It's a game to make look bad as to make fun of games that are made to look good that look bad. Savvy? I also want cliche shit here and there, like pressing buttons, finding keys, you're the hero, big stuff. So yeah, it's quote in alpha, everything is placeholder. I hope to get a demo out before December. Yeah, right. That's my goal. And I'm probably gonna need a Kickstarter. I know that sounds like, oh, here we go, Kickstarter to get money. but it's for reasonable stuff. Only once I have a working first level too. I'm gonna need licensing fees paid for using UDK's engine. I need some names trademarked, like possibly this little company name that I started. And a microphone, definitely, because this laptop microphone's not gonna cut it. And, well, a computer, because I'm using a laptop. No, ridiculous, right? You play games and use UDK on a laptop? It's all I have, so give me a break. If this game can get me better equipment so I can possibly make other games, then I'm willing to sacrifice, and I'm hoping you will too. It's not like you have a choice in this, say. I don't know if I will be recruiting help. I may just freelance the shit out of this by myself. I'll try to keep people up to date on stuff if I do start a Kickstarter. Maybe I'll make a Facebook page. I'm in the process of making a website, but I don't know if I'll finish it. I'm using a free URL creator thingy, so that might be where you see info and stuff, just to organize it all and such. Well, anyways, to the 10 people that watched the whole thing, I love you. Does this somewhat interest you? I will release more info in the next video, going over details and... So, what is the dumbest, most ridiculous game cliche you've seen? And I might add them, if you comment them. Thank you kindly for watching, and stay frosty.